classroom. This is the second day of working in my room with no air conditioning. This is what I'm working on right now. I love this setup that I have my printer right here and then my personal laminator right here. I'm making some little signs for my whiteboard. Got my lamination paper here. So the only thing about a personal laminator is that you can only do things that are, you know, like a 8.5 by 11 size. You can't do anything bigger, but for now that's okay. I'm still working on my desk. Like, I really haven't done many bulletin boards or anything yet. Got my Chromebook here and my coffee, of course. I was just talking about this, well, in one of my last YouTube videos and then on Instagram. This is called the Caviezel or something, I don't know. So what I'm going to use it for is graded work. So I actually we'll have 6 periods of students, but 2 of them are like combined. So really I just have 5 classes worth of grading. And so after I finish grading things, I will put that over here. Working on that bookshelf over there. I have plans for these windows, but it's gonna be student work, so I have to wait until they finish that up. I've got some cute things over here. Actually, this is gonna be part of my window plan. I never really use my Instastacks at home. I used it to take weekly pregnancy pictures, and then after that I just really never did. So I need to get some more film. I'm gonna take pictures of all my kids. I've just got a bunch of random stuff over here to deal with. I'm excited about this little guy from Target. I want to use this for something fun. And then this says do your best, and it's like light up. So I got to figure out where to put this as well. And this is the rest of my room right now. I'm going to be getting rid of some of that furniture over there that I don't like. So yeah. Okay, so now I have all of these things laminated and I'm gonna cut them out. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it. Like, should I just cut straight across or should I actually cut around all the curves? Haven't really decided. Let me tell you what font this is. I can't remember. This is KG Always a Good Time. I could link that below. That's what I did actually. I got this from somebody else's page. And I just thought that looked nice, so I'm gonna mess with these in just a minute here. Also, I got this from Target. I got it online. Everybody seems to have this on Instagram, so I've been trying to fill up my little tin. I like that it is sectioned out. It's got 6 sections, so this is pretty nice to have for my desk and it's not too cluttered. I just put up this poster. I had it printed on Vistaprint.com. I think this is a Lin-Manuel Miranda tweet. We used this last year. I just had it as my, what do you call that thing, desktop screensaver, but you know, I might want to have something different on my projection screen over there. So every morning we can say this: good morning, eyes up, hearts up, mind sharp, compassion on full blast, and then we like pretend to sip our coffee and we say, okay, let's go. And they repeat after me. And then I just put this little date thing up there, and I was just trying that out, make sure I had enough space. Looks like I do, so for now, I'm just gonna leave that as it is. This is my long bulletin board, and so like those are my 3 preps: English 6, History 6, and English 8, and then our daily schedule changes each day. So I'll write that down over there, and then I'm going to separate each of those columns with washi tape. I need to go buy some black washi tape from like Michael's or something, and I'll write their objectives and like to-dos and everything. I'm gonna redo this board. I had just left it, I don't know why, just because, but I really don't like those letters. So I'm gonna make my own. I think that actually looks a lot better anyway. So I'm gonna make my own, and then I don't know if I'm gonna even use these posters either, but I'm just gonna start working on this board now. grade English students, we are going to watch the week in news. Last week was a very intense week, and so I'm actually not going to do this one with the 6th graders. I'm not ready for that. So with 8th grade, we're going to talk about it a little bit though. They get to write a rap about whether or not they think that the Confederate statues should be taken down. And then for the 6th graders, we are just going to be working on inferencing. So I'm using the like grammar videos for my 6th graders from Vocabulary. They don't have their Chromebooks yet, but the 8th graders do. So I'm also going to have them log into Vocabulary, which I hadn't done in the past. I don't know why I didn't realize you could do that. So we've got a lot to do today. I'm working on putting up these student projects right now. These are their little All About Me flag banner things. I can link where I got these on Teachers Pay Teachers. And then I took pictures of each student with my like Instax camera. So they had a little, instant picture of themselves. So each period I did in a different color. So I just got the green period up. Now I'm about to do this blue stack over here. And we took their pictures in front of that bulletin board over there. So this is a ton of work, but open house or back to school night is tomorrow night? No, the next night. So yeah, I'm trying to get like a rainbow thing going all the way up to the top. Okay, here's one from the next row. So I'm gonna have blue going all the way down as well. So I think these are so cute. I'm so excited. So it's kind of nice to vlog here in my classroom. I didn't really do this much last year or at all or ever, right? People always ask me if I'm gonna vlog. Now I have kind of a vlogging camera. This one's actually not that great for it, but it works. And sometimes I have time. This is gonna be a really, really busy year. I've got 3 different preps. I'm still coaching volleyball. There's an after school program in my classroom after school, so there's not a lot of time that I can sit and vlog, but I do have a prep period, and on Tuesdays it's in the morning, so it's kind of nice. I just got here to my classroom. I made some copies. Actually, I need my coffee. This is my lunch bag for the year because my theme for my classroom is kawaii. This is different colors than my classroom is, but whatever. Got it at TJ Maxx, I think. I saw this at Target. It's Pete's cold brew coffee, and I love iced coffee. Does this have any sweetener in it? Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, I want some sugar in this. Maybe I can put some sugar from the staff lounge in there. And then I brought some raspberries also for breakfast. So I wish that I was disciplined enough to just get here early every day, and then I could always have this experience. This is what I always bring for lunch, the Melodious Blend thing from Trader Joe's. It's in the frozen section, kind of by the rice and stuff. Oh, what am I talking about? I have sugar right here in my classroom because I have a little tea station. So I've got my tea. So tea, here we go. Sugar. So this is our first full week of school. This is the 2nd day of the first full week. So this is the first Tuesday that we've had. So what I'm trying to say is it's still early on in the year. I'm still kind of getting to know the feel of my classes and the pacing and my schedule and all that. So it still feels very much like the beginning of the school year. But so far I'm really liking it. I feel like this is the school year that I was most excited for ever. I felt pretty prepared. I have my room pretty much set up, even though I wasn't all that ready to teach my classes curriculum wise. I didn't really have everything ready on the first day, but this is my 6th year, so I feel like I kind of know how to get things done, and I have an idea of what I want to do, and I can make it happen. So I wasn't too worried about that. And then to be honest, I'm just so glad to be a teacher right now. It's just been so heartbreaking to see what's happening in our country lately, in the United States. I think that all Americans really have, and everybody from every country really has a sense of pride in their country, and particularly Americans, we're always very, very patriotic. But I think that also means that we have to hold ourselves to a really high standard. And when we act like complete idiots, I get very frustrated. And when people enable that and like, you know, appeal to the worst in people, because the United States does have a very violent and oppressive part to its history, and we can't ignore that or pretend that that never happened. And it's just weird to me that people think that that's being like threatened, like that, you know, white history is being threatened or whatever. I'm like, how? That is not even possible. It gets me very upset, and I am a historian, and part of my personality type is that I just hate when people are wrong. I don't like for false ideas to spread. Like it stresses me out. I'm like, no, you can't say that because that's not true, and then people will think that, and then what will happen? So I really don't like that. So it's like sometimes too emotional for me when things like this happen, especially when they are over issues of racial equality that just really gets to me. So sometimes I hesitate to bring up those kind of things in my classes because I know that even if I am okay at, like, you know, not saying really what I think and like letting the kids come to their own conclusions, I have trouble even like hiding things on my face. I'm like, if somebody says something that's totally wrong. So sometimes I have to like hold off on things and wait a little while until I've kind of calmed down so that I can be much more objective and just much more of a facilitator. When things are fresh, it's a little bit hard for me, and so I just know it's better for me to avoid things right away. So we will be talking about Charlottesville today, and really we'll be like writing about it. And we don't even have that much time in class today. Like Tuesdays and Thursdays we have shorter days, and so I think the class will end before we have a chance to get too deep into it, and maybe that's a good thing. So I've heard several teachers talking lately about like how they are handling issues like this in their class, because there are a lot of kids that are deeply affected by what happened in Charlottesville, and we are, you know, all the way across the country over here in California, and we have like a completely different population as far as diversity goes over here where I am near LA. For us, it's not so much like black and white, it's like Asian and Indian and Mexican and some black and white and Middle Eastern and a little bit of everything. And so they probably are like, you know, filtering this through their life experiences a little bit differently than kids in different parts of the country. But it will be interesting to just kind of hear what they're thinking about. And pretty much all of my students are racial minorities in the United States. Within our school, they are a majority, but their experience as an American is as a minority. So it's often really interesting to hear things from their perspectives. I really like my kids this year. I just have such good classes so far and such interesting kids. So I'm excited to get to know them more this year. It's overall so encouraging, and I just really feel like this is going to be a good year. I actually, right now, I should probably stop talking. I need to start doing a little bit more research into resources for teaching the Universal Declaration of Human Rights before we get into ancient history in 6th grade. That's going to kind of be our lens this year, and I feel like that's just going to be awesome. I've always wanted to do that for like the past couple of years, but I hadn't ever taught 6th grade history. So now this is my chance, and I'm really excited. So I'm gonna get on that, but you know what? I'm gonna try out this vlogging thing. I'm excited to get in and start editing and see what comes of this. I don't even know. But welcome to my classroom, welcome to my teaching experience. I hope that you can get something out of it, and I'll see you later.